questions. So the first question to discuss is basically smile string returns mile. So the answer is basically true. Obviously, it does return that. So it's the start character and end character, basically going up to 4. Essentially, smile is basically MILE. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if starts with 1, so start 1 and go till 5 basically. So that's basically the substring. Next is Unicode for 65. So Unicode character 65 and the expression is A plus 1. That means 65 plus 1, 66. Next one is Unicode for 97. Unicode for C essentially. A, so A plus B plus C, which is basically 99. So Java evaluates some more. So Java evaluates Java 1 to 3, Java plus basically Java 1 to 3, and then Java. So there is a space here, so it becomes Java space 1 to 3. Keep on going with this. So you have C minus E. C has a particular value, E has a particular value. You can subtract and get this number. Math ceiling. Ceiling basically there are two. There is a ceiling and there is a floor. Ceiling is going to the top, floor is going to the bottom. Ceiling would be 4 and floor will be 3. So next question. Let's see. Uh, 1 second. So expression V and C, math ceiling. A break statement can be used in a loop. So analyze the following code and see what it actually does. So let's go this. So Java expression, C minus E, math ceiling. So Peter compared to ignore case returns true. So Peter ignore case equal ignore case returns true, equal ignore case returns true, and the third one returns true. So you have this, then you have analyze the following code and see what it does. So you have one of those. That means this loop goes in 100,000 times, takes 100,000 inputs. Now it initializes 100,000 times. Is there an issue with doing that? So it initializes this again and again, and same variable is being initialized again. So that's an issue. Analyze the Similarly, analyze the following code essentially. So you can analyze this code. So you have point A, point B, point C. The question is, how many times does this go in terms of, count 0, count less than this thing, count plus plus. So it goes multiple times. What's the value at point A? What's the value at point B? What's the value at point C? So some things to note is once it becomes 100, this will be 99. This becomes 100. This will be 100. It goes back. Basically, point A count is 99. Point B count was originally 99. As soon as it becomes 100, it completes and it gets out. Point C will be 100. Assume 0, x is 0. What is the output of the following statement? So x is 0, so it doesn't come in here. It doesn't come in here, so the answer is s equals to 0. because greater than 0 means that it's not 0, less than 0 means it's not 0. And they're going to do the following statement. 1 and 2 have the, so I and LT is great, less than symbol. So keep on going. So we have more. How many times does the following print code happens? So you have I equal to 0, count is less than 10, and system out welcome to Java, you got count plus plus. So you have to see how many times this code actually goes through in this. So count is 0. So basically 0 to 9 it goes through. So basically 10 times. How many times does the following code print welcome to Java? So this is count plus plus. So you have to keep this into mind what it actually does at that point. So it increments, and then if the increment, it's doing the sum. So 0 becomes 1. So it goes 1 to 9 essentially. So that's your answer. So it will goes 9 times. How many times is the following code print welcome to Java? The following code prints welcome to 0. So it does this guy for 0, then it does for 1, then it does for 0 to 9. So basically 10 times. Because as soon as it becomes 10, it checks for count and then it doesn't allow it to continue. How many does the following code print welcome to Java? I equal to 0, do this thing, same thing. So this basically increments by once and lesser times. How many times is the following code print welcome to Java? So this is again will give you a set of answers. So test class static void main, which suppose the input is number 9. So when the input is number 9, so what happens? It comes in 9, input number 9. So I is less than 9 and is prime. Okay. So prime is true and true. So if I equal to 0, number is, so it starts off with 9. 9 I is 2 equal to 0, then it's false. That means if there is a remainder, basically with 2, then it's false and it checks basically 2, then it's false, then you increment basically, then it checks for 3, then it checks for 4, then it checks for 5 till it reaches the number. Or if the number is prime basically. So if prime, it says is prime, otherwise it says not prime. Elements inside a loop are separated by semicolons instead of commas. The following loop displays. So I equal to it said it was, so 1 to 10 with spaces in between. So there you go. Similarly, this is same. Loop terminates at some point. Which of the following loop? I equal to 1, n less than I less than n, and n plus plus. So basically, number of iteration for the one, it starts with 1, goes up to n, so 1 to n. So basically, it goes n minus 1 iterations. Number of following iterations, this is n iterations. What is the output of the following code? So it says whenever the value of I divided by 4 is remainder is 1, that's the output that you actually get. The output in this case is, so I is 0, 0 by 4 is not 1, so nothing happens. 1 by 4 is 1, so 1 gets output. So 5 by 4 is 1, so 5 gets output. 11 by 4 is 1, so those are 3 that I actually get. What's the output of the following fragment of code? So while I is less than, so I plus plus, j is equal to j. So you can do the multiplication and that becomes your output for the last value. What is the last value? Because this is outside this bracket, so it is the last value. Uh, so this is value in count, loop is executed, system out. So count, that gives you basically at the end of it, you keep on incrementing. So so 9, and what is y after the loop is implemented? My question. So you have, which of the following loop does it 10 times? You should be able to check that. Which of the loop statement always have body executed at last once? Which, okay, at least once. You can convert a for loop true. You can always convert a while loop. There you go. That takes care of